Hello, welcome to Embedded Programming with Munir. So I am back with the second part of of the second video. So we covered the first three parts in last video, and we will cover the next two in this video. So I will teach you how to add new components into the folder directory and how you can link them and compile them successfully. So let's move to the code. So we have built directory from last video. So now how you can add the new components. So the best way is to create a new folder with name components and then create all other folders inside it. So for we create LED blink folder here, and then we need three files, one LED blink.h, then LED blink.c, and to link these files with the first directory we need cmake list.txt. So let me copy all this from my GitHub repo. So you can, I will put the link in the description and you can visit and download the code. And CMake list is the file where you can link all your files. So here you need to call IDF components register, and you need to provide the source files which is ledblink.c here, and you need to also include directories. If you are including some other directory, you can just click includes and then slash. If you are including multiple, so whatever inside this folder, it will be automatically included. Dot means start including from the current directory, and then you can add requires main. This is basically linking all the libraries that are linked with the main. So you can add custom libraries as well. uh, I will teach you in the future lessons when it is required. There is other some other variables through which you can basically add other libraries. So if you have private requires, you can add that. So here we just need requires main, and let's replace main cmain code. So I'm copying code just to avoid lengthy videos, and here the purpose is just to show you how the directories work. So here we need to build. After adding, you may be getting this kind of error. There is no file since we have included, but there is a cmake file includes, so it is not detected this one. So the solution is just clean up your previous code using full clean project. So you can also type clean, and here you can see full clean project. So let's clean up and it will delete all the build folder. So now we build it again. For the first time build, it takes a little bit time, but for the second time, it takes a few seconds. So the build has been completed. So now we see how we can flash the microcontroller. For this one, you need to set the port, COM port. So here I have COM port 6 with the microcontroller. You can verify by going to device manager. So here you can see Silicon Labs CP210X. So one issue you can face here, this can be a yellow label, it means there is no USB driver, or you will not see in the ports. Most of the time you will see only a single port, and you will not see the other ports. So if you are facing that issue, you can visit this website Silicon Labs and you can download the driver from there. So it's USB to UART bridge driver basically. So whatever your operating system is, you can download from here and install successfully. So here we select COM port 6, link it to blink LED, and then we run build flash. So most of the time we will be using build flash and monitor. It builds, it does all the stuff. So sometimes it pop-ups with the three options. One is UART, JTAG, and EFD. So whichever flashing tool you have on your board, you can select accordingly. So I have UART enabled, so I already have selected, so it was not popped up. So now you can see LED read and writes. So now move to the last part. What kind of issues you can face? One, I have already described the port. If you are facing issues, you can download from the internet. And another thing that here you can see as LED state variable, which is global in LED blink.h. So and you here you can see we are using extend keyword. So if I remove that extend keyword, you will see this kind of error. And many times you would see multiple definitions for some variable. So how you can fix those issues? Here it is. So here it describes that in LED blink line number 15, you have multiple definitions of LED state. So what's the reason? The reason is basically ESP-IDF compiles all the libraries individually. So when it compiles LED it asks LED and include this variable. And when it goes for compiling main.c, it also compiles it and link creates this variable in its inside it. So the scope of both
Libraries.
is
So
hidden
it
from each other. So when the links
checker runs.
and that there are two definitions for SLED state, one in the c.o file and then LED blink c object file. So it says that there are multiple definitions. So the one thing you just link it through extend keyword, but this is a bad practice because your variables and data are directly exposed to the library. So the best solution is to use functions rather than expose the variables directly. So here we can define the function get LED state. We are also toggling the LED state in the main. So we also need to provide functionality for that. So we again create another toggle LED state. So we copy the call them here. Okay. This will just return the s variable, and this will toggle the LED state just like we are doing here. So now if I compile, you will see another error. So here you can find the problem as LED state is not declared because we have removed it from the H file. Now we can get the LED state through its function call, and then we can also put toggle LED state to update the state instead of this command. When your code is a lot and you are getting multiple definitions, you will be facing this kind of issues. So here it is successful. So that's it for this video. Please feel free to comment your thoughts and I will respond to you. And in the next video, I will talk about FreeRTOS and how we can compile CPP files in the directory. Thank you.